I don't belong with you. I belong, I belong, I belong to that steel driving crew. Ask that boss for a job. He said, son, what can you do? I can ball a jack, drive a track. I can pick and shovel too. Walking boss. I don't belong with you. I belong to that steel driving crew. Work one day, then went laying round the shanty, walking boss. I don't belong with you. I belong to that steel driving crew. All right, welcome to the instructional portion of the video. If you'd like to follow along, I have tabbed out some of these, or all of these riffs that we're going to go over, and you can find those over at jonathantorgrimson.com and follow along. I transcribed some of David Grisman's ideas off of Walkin' Boss from the Garcia and Grisman record, one of my favorite songs, and I did the intro, the little break that falls after the intro, and also the David Grisman solo in the song, and approximated them for guitar, and hopefully you can get something out of this. So let's jump right into the intro, which is also for the most part identical to the outro, the way they finish the song. So you sort of get double for your money here. So let's jump into this, and it is played out of a D minor pentatonic, and we'll start with measure 1 on the tablature. And that's the first half slowed down, and the second half is. All right, and that completes our first page. Let me do that whole thing. Piece both parts together. Again, this is the intro and the outro. And we've got from measure 1. Let's do the whole thing. All right, there you have it. That's the intro and the outro. So let's, now right after that intro, Garcia and Grisman do a little call and response thing, which is sort of thematic, the theme to most of the breaks here. They sort of trade off little ideas that they bounce off one another, which makes this song, at least this rendition of the song, really special. And after sort of digging into it, I realized, that's really what I dig about this tune, among some other things. But let's jump into this. This is measure 19, and these are the first. I'll just do the first 3 riffs. What's not notated in the tablature is the tremolo picking, which is, from what I understand, a mandolin technique, because a mandolin doesn't have as much resonance or sustain. Resonance is probably the wrong word, but sustain. So in order to extend a note, they do something called tremolo picking. To me, it's only, and again, I'm not a mandolin player, but it's almost like a soft strum that extends the length of a tone or note. And you hear a lot of this in what David Grisman does in between these notes. Most of these notes in the tablature I've just notated as whole notes and even longer, some tied notes. But you'll see that I did in the video a little bit of the tremolo picking. Again, I'm not a mandolin player, so my that technique is not up to par with those greats, but I try to approximate it a little bit. So again, a lot of times with these whole notes, as a guitar player, you can just let them ring if you've got that sustain, or you can try to sort of get that tremolo thing happening. So, but I will, I will try and approximate some of that at a slower tempo if I can. But here's measure 19. I'm going to play from measure 19 up to measure 24. So that's pretty much the first 3 riffs of his solo. We've got. Oh, let me do that without hitting that wrong note. So again, slow. All right, I'll do that again. Out the tremolo picking there, but that's the first 3 riffs up through measure 14. I'm sorry, measure 24. And then the next riff we've got is a little D minor riff, which we go, just climb up the scale there. This is measure 25. And then he finishes that off with this cool blues riff. Again, out of the D minor blues. Reaches in and grabs that flat 5. Gives us that chromatic thing. So those 2 riffs we've got from measure 25. Okay. And next, we're at measure 29, and we've got another D minor riff. And that's followed by measure 31, this little triplet thing. All right, measure 31 through 32 again. if I take measure 29, measure 31, and finish it off at measure 32. Okay, and we do this little climb again, up to the G here. That's measure 34. And then we've got, and he goes, a couple of artificial harmonics here. He does it as a number of times in the song. I grabbed it a couple times in my rendition. And the way you do this, this is at measure 37 into 38. We're fretting, okay, in relationship to the capo, we're fretting 2nd fret, and then we've got the open 1st string, and we've got here at the 17th fret, I just touch with my index finger, and then with I'm tucking my pick underneath here, and then with my thumb, I grab and I strum the, so I'm touching the note, touching the string at the 17th, and I'm plucking the string with my thumb above that, and then I jump to the 17th, 18th, 19th fret to get the next one. And that's 12 frets away. So just like, you know, we've got the, without the capo, if we've got those harmonics at the 12th fret, 12 frets away from a fretted or an open note will deliver us a harmonic. So again, those are artificial harmonics if you want to check out how to do that. And you hear David Grisman do that a number of times throughout the tune, and he likes to end his solos or his little breaks that way. So from measure 31, let's see if I can do this slowly. We've got and finish it off with those harmonics. All right, so that's the intro, and then the first break. I guess you could consider the whole thing, and part of the intro, and then Jerry comes in singing about the Walkin' Boss. All right, so we have our final portion here, and this is the David Grisman solo in Walkin' Boss, and he picks up into the solo. We've got measure 39. He plays this. You know, if I refer to fret numbers, they're going to be in relationship to the capo. But he's got, so 5th fret in relationship to the capo. And he starts on beat 2, and this is pretty quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. And then, oh, trying to do this slow, screwing up here. So, and that's the first riff. So that spans measure 39 into 40, and we've got again. And then into the C chord, we got some tremolo picking, and then. And that took us all the way to measure 45. So let me do that again. All right. So the second half of measure 45 goes. All the way through to the first beat of 48. All right, so let's take the second half of the solo. Starts with my favorite riff of the solo. probably of the tune here. Right at measure 48 on the 4th beat, we've got. I'll do that again. Very cool blues riff there. And then at measure 51, we start cooking. All right, let me do that again. Measure 51. Oh, I'm sorry. Start that again. One more time. All right. And then we continue on. Second half of measure 51. I'll do that again. That took us all the way through measure 56. And here we have the big finish. Trying to do this stuff slowly sometimes. My brain in slow motion is not quite as sharp. But let's do that again. The big finish. The harmonics again. Same thing as we had in the intro. So let me play that second half again one more time, as slow as I can. There it is. All right. So, again, there are countless other things that I missed in this song. This video was in no way a sort of note-for-note transcription of the piece. I just wanted to grab some ideas from sort of steal some ideas from David Grisman and apply them to guitar. And hopefully this helped you out. Again, the tablature and some other things are available at my website. Go on by and say hello. Please subscribe to my channel. And thank you so much for hanging out and watching. I hope you found some use in this video and the transcriptions, etc. And thanks for hanging out, and thanks for watching the video. Take care. Bye-bye.